Welcome back. We're going to do another match of Venkman, and as always, to get an explanation of Venkman, either follow the link or read the description. So, as usual, doing something a little different this time. So it's a 5-color deck, as you see, but we've got clear sleeves, and the reason for that is that there are some double-face cards in here. I know you're thinking, what madness, and look, there's one right now. So you think, what madness is this? Putting double-face cards with clear sleeves. So the reason I do this is for approachability, basically. So I mean, clearly in any sort of competitive setting, this would not work because you might be able to sort of look ahead in the deck to see what's coming up. Shuffling is basically, legit shuffling is it's basically impossible. But for a casual game like we're doing, it's just, I don't know, it's hard to know, it's hard to draft a card without knowing what's on the other side. And, I mean, I play a lot with, even myself, I mean, I need to see what's on the other side. But then I play with a lot with people who are not, they're not just going to know what's on the other side. So, I think this actually works. The way it works is if the top card is a double-face card, it's just visible to both players. You can look at either side of it. So I think this deck might actually overdo it a little bit with the number, because so one thing that can happen is if you look at the top card, well, in the process of looking at the top card, you're going to sort of reveal the second card. So if that's double-faced, well, then you can look at the second card as well, and so on. So I don't know. There's quite a few in here, so I've perhaps overdone it. So by the way, again against Ramen, I am on the play in this one. So where are we here? I guess my first pick was a good one, dual land, off-color dual land. The Temple of, what was it, Deceit, I believe. It's a good one. Just picked up Containment Membrane. Got Town Gossip Monger. Here, it's between Moon Mist, Jessian Infiltrator, and Drowned Sorrow. I don't have the green for Jessian Infiltrator, but I don't have the second black for Drowned Sorrow. And Moon Mist is, well, whatever. It's not doing anything for me. There is quite a werewolf theme in here. So Ramen has a temple of his own, so he's scrying away the whatever that was. Spite of Mogus, I guess that's what it was, yeah. Arlen Cord. Even though I don't have the green, that's going up against a Arcane Sanctum, which would be nice. Get my second of each of those colors. I'll be able to get green. I think Arlen Cord is a good one to get. And another Scry to get rid of Untamed Might. And Ramen is playing a Heart Piercer Bow. So here we have a Thraben Gargoyle, Willforged Golem, Kabira Crossroads. I think the Gargoyle is pretty good. The flip side becomes a 4/2 flyer. I think that's pretty strong. So I'll play the Gargoyle, and I'm gonna hold the Town Gossip Mongers back to transform them. Look what's on the top there. It's Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Um, so, and actually, an interesting thing, of course, it's a very good card. But I think actually the fact that it turns into a Planeswalker is actually a downside in this, because looters are just very, very strong. It's not hard to get bad cards, and then looting with them is very good. So, of course, it's very good, but it's actually possibly Merfolk Looter is just better. I think that's possible. But anyway, here of course we went look at the top three, knowing that the Jace is on the top. But a tough choice here because Blazing Spectre is also quite good. But I'll take the Jace. And the other one is Afflicted Deserter. So he flips into an artifact destroying creature, which is a shame because I have an artifact. But I don't want to give him Blazing Spectre. So Ramen is taking the hit from the, what is it now? It's like a rabble. And play Jace. Oh, in the top of the deck there is Heir of Falconwrath. And he is putting Stymied Hopes into the offer line for me. And he's played Heir of Falconwrath. And sacrificing a clue. And actually, he's passing the turn here, so I think he's missing an attack with the wolf. It gets It gets plus something when it's blocked by an artifact creature. So, I mean, there's no reason not to attack into the gargoyle. I mean, even if it traded, I think there'd be no reason to attack into the gargoyle. Anyway, I picked up from the offer line there. And we'll throw away the Far Away Breaker of Armies. What do we get there? Silumgar's Command. That was a good one that we got. Ron picked up a single card here. Okay, so this is a mistake. I fear that he has forgotten about the Stymied Hopes, which I just picked up from the offer line, because that is an easy counter. Unless I suppose unless he's baiting out the counter, but that seems unlikely. But he will discard a Gnat Miser to make the vampire thing into a 3/2 flyer and hit me with that. Bunch of lands here. 2 bounce lands and a cycling land. Well, the Simic bounce land, whatever it's called, Growth Chamber. Simic Growth Chamber gives a green. So that is what I will be taking. And before I do anything, let's do Jace to see where things are laying. Alright, so I got Game Trail. So that's also a green source. So what to discard? I mean, so let's see, I've got 3 mana here, so I would like to I'm probably going to play the Growth Chamber this turn anyway. I mean, Game Trail possibly could be perhaps that should be the discard, but I got rid of the Dutiful Attendant. And I think that the spell to cast is Containment Membrane to take out the 3/2 flyer. And I'm actually picking up the tap land so I can have the scry. I mean, that's questionable. That's putting me... That means I can't cast Silumgar's command next turn if I want to, but it's giving me a scry. And Raman's got a Nyxborn Wolf on the other wolf. It's wolf on wolf bestow. So what does that make it? 5/3. It's still no attack. Oh, sorry. He took that back. He did attack, and I took it. Another werewolf here. What is this? Gear Reach Bandit. It's basically 3/2 haste. So I should say, so werewolves I think are a little bit worse than they would be in normal Magic. Not a lot worse, but a little bit worse because there's more cards. Easier to cast 2 in a turn. So it's easier to keep it from becoming a werewolf and easier to flip it back to human if it already has become. But yeah, I mean, it's not hard to skip your casting these spells in your turn. Although, I mean, that is a cost. So yeah, I'd say they're worse. And Raman's taken 2 from the rabble again. Jumping ahead a little bit there on tapping. Because I've got Arlen to cast, who will of course make a wolf. And transform. What's on top there? Abyssinian Missionaries, I believe, on top? Yeah. And that's Vidalcan Surtark in the offer line. Well, that's unfortunate for my Arlen. So we cast Ifara's Enlightenment on the wolf. So it's got flying. And so it'll take out Arlen. And there's the Afflicted Deserter. Oh, let's see, I picked up Magma Quake previously. Wolfear's Silverheart, Shimmering Grotto, or the Abyssinian Missionaries. Gotta be Silverheart. Very strong card. So play the Scry land again to get rid of that bad card. So actually putting a double face card into the offer, scrying that over there. So that's a revealed card. That's Ulvenwald Captive. And then I'll be casting the Silverheart and pairing it with the Rabble because they're going to be attacking anyway. So making them a 6/7. And then got to decide if I'm attacking with a wolf as well. And I will. Also attack with the wolf. Ramen takes it all. Goes to 3. So let's see, what the wolf is 6-4, I believe, right now. Ooh, Sphinx of the Steel Wind. Still, it's expensive. Alright, well, that makes it a little bit more attainable, because I just put Utopia Vow on my Silver Heart. Still soul bonded, so I didn't really deal with it. Drew Catacomb Sifter off Jace. This is during my upkeep that I'm doing this. And not an easy choice of what to discard. But it will be. The Catacomb Sifter is true. So Jace transforms into Telepath Unbound. So I'm going to pick up from the offline to get 3 cards here. So Silumgar's command seems like it should pretty much finish things off here. So I'm certainly going to want to use the, so on these 2 untapped creatures. So I'm going to give -3/-3 to the Deserters and bounce the Wolf. And it looks like Ramen has a response. And it's, yes, Moon Mist. Pretty cool response. So that actually just makes the wolf big enough to survive the -3/-3. And it destroys my gargoyle. But the wolf is still bounced. So I'm using the plus ability on the flipped werewolf. And attacking with both. So the Rabble's still soul bonded. But, an annoying little quirk here, Moon Mist was cast, so all damage by non-wolves or werewolves is prevented. So he doesn't do anything but the wolves trade. And I'll play the Ulvenwald Captive. That was 2 spells that I cast, so he flips back. Highway Robert's me. Pretty dangerous, with him being at 3. And the Wolf again, and Firemane Avenger. But let's see, I can do quite a bit here, it would seem. Since I can flash something back this turn, probably Silmgar's command. Anyway, what do I got here? A Crowan, Skyguard, Gnarled, Scarhide, and Smoldering Werewolf. None of these are particularly exciting. But the Werewolf's probably the most impactful. Take that. And offer them the thing they can't block. So yeah, I will flash back Silmgar's command with Jace. Giving -3/-3 to the Avenger, and bouncing the Afflicted Deserter. And it'd be really nice to have more than one creature that can attack for damage here. But all I have is the Rabble. Which Ramen will chump block. Let's see what he's added. Sneaky Homunculus to my side. Not very good. And Elsbeth. Elsbeth Terrell. So he'll probably be playing or making soldiers here. Well, obviously. And let's see if we can find a way to break through these things. I guess I do have the Magma Quake, but oh, no, actually I do have 2 red. So things are looking good. And that does the trick too. Fleetfoot Sandals. Don't think it matters too much mana I use here, but Sandals on the dude and attack for the win. So that's game 1. On to game 2. So Ramen is on the play this time. So I shall draft first. And I see what? Liliana Death Wielder. Sultai Banner, which gave me some off-color mana, so that's definite. I don't know about the other choice there. The other one was Wall of Spears. And okay, so Liliana is it's an expensive planeswalker. It's not a good planeswalker, really, but I may be giving into just a tendency to want to see that be played. I mean, Wall of Spears, I suppose, could mess me up, but come on. That was a questionable choice there. So, let's see, we got a green mana, red mana, or Throat Slitter. Red mana. Now, this is unfortunate since I have nothing but mana, but to be fair, all the mana. I got every 5 color. Every color is what I mean to say. Will-Forged Golem, Drown in Sorrow, Breaker of Armies. Well, this is not really the first creature I want, but I think it's what I'll have to do, is the Golem. And Ramen put Extinguish All Hope. There's the offer line. Kind of a Wrath, mostly a Wrath. Although there's an enchantment creature. Crystalline Nautilus versus Stymied Hope and Forest. So I'm sure I can get something with a Stymied Hope. Ramen put a Sinuous Striker into the line and played a Nomad Outpost. So I'll pick up 3 cards. One of which is pretty bad. Spite of Mogus, looking at you. So that will be the one I discard. More enchantment creatures. Getting some synergy here. But not right now. So, Angel Invention, Arcane Sanctum, or a mountain. Definitely Angel of Invention. So I guess so earlier I said something about this that I for this having double face cards that I like having clear sleeves for them because it it makes things more approachable. Then I guess I realize that there's an alternative implication of that. Which is I don't know, is any of this approachable? I am playing it with people who are not super invested in Magic. And I think, as you can tell, the selection of cards is pretty out there. It goes deep. There's some deep cuts here. There's a lot of stuff even an invested player in Magic is not really gonna. They're gonna have to read. So I don't know. I've had some discussions with people who think that's a negative, the type of cards are included. But so I'm just gonna say, I think that to me that's a big fun part is that is you don't know what's going to come up. That it feels very chaotic and unexpected, and you never know what kind of decision you're just going to be faced with, or situations you're going to be faced with. So I will say that I suppose not every decision with VENKMAN is made towards making it more approachable, but I think Clear Sleeves is a pretty minor one, or pretty easy concession to approachability. So let's see. So I haven't been following what's been going on here exactly, but I'm attacking with the Sinuous Striker I cast last turn, and I can pump it with the banner that I just cast. And what does Ramen has? The Village Ironsmith there. So he's playing, put the Mortal Obstinacy on the Ironsmith that he just picked up, and Dutiful Attendant, and Mana Cyclics. Silex? These are not the most threatening of cards. But I guess I'm not putting forth most threatening cards either. Thraben Gargoyle, Moonmist, or Catacomb Sifter. We'll do the Catacomb Sifter. Now between the Gargoyle and the Moonmist, I mean, this choice is... I mean, the Gargoyle is annoying. It's a efficient card. So, change my mind there. I'll actually give him the Sifter. And play Arlen again. Hopefully she'll survive longer. Ramen's playing and using the Crystal Vein for 2 mana to speed out Liliana the Veil. Or no. No, certainly not, it's not Liliana the Veil. It's Liliana Death Wielder. And he put a -1/-1 counter on the Sinuous Striker. And he's actually attacking me with the werewolf dude. Village, 2/2 first strike dude, which I will just take. So, Fleetfoot Sandals, Pharaoh's Enlightenment, or a Crowan Skyguard. So, sort of 3 flying things here that can potentially deal with Liliana. I mean, the Skyguard certainly can, since it's 1/1. So I think the enchantment is the best option here. And I can negate that -1 counter on the Sinuous Striker as well, and get a hit in on Liliana. Now, that might have been a mistake. Let's see, what's the So I could have used the +1 on the transformed side of Arlen to give my creatures, what was it, +1/+1 vigilance and trample. That seems good. I think that would have been superior. Especially, yeah, that was just bad. Because I'm leaving the wolf back here to defend Arlen, but they could have had vigilance. Or no, it's not vigilance, it's just trample. We would just give it trample. Still, it's more damage. Or maybe that wasn't such a mistake. I don't know. Not sure about that. And get a chance to kill the dutiful attendant when there's nothing for it to get back. I mean, that's something. And Behemoth Sledge. That's unfortunate, because that is a strong card. And so that attacking is coming at Arlen, so I can't save her. So no point in throwing away the wolf there. And so Ramen is putting the -1/-1 counter on the wolf. Let's see. We have Stand Firm, Caves of Koilos, and Town Gossipmonger. Not really a great selection of cards here. But I'll throw Stand Firm over to him and keep the caves for me. Well, it does allow me to cast Angel Invention. So that's good. Now, this is a bad idea. Because Angel would immediately die. It's Liliana's ability. So, making servos, not an option. So I'll put the +1/+1 counters on the Angel. And come at Liliana. And yet not quite killing her, which is frustrating. So Ramen picked up the Stand Firm. And put another -1/-1 counter onto the wolf. Oh, and I mean, I guess there was a missed trigger there. I guess I could have returned the Enlightenment when I cast the Angel Invention. I guess I should have. I mean, he had no blockers at that moment, so yeah. And now he's spewing out creatures. Skyguard, Catacomb Sifter. And still sitting there on the whatchamacallit, 1/1 werewolf guy is the Behemoth Sledge. Oh, by the way he took out the my enchantment was with the Mortal Obstinacy, so he sacked that to take out the enchantment. So Nyxborn Wolf and Utopia Vow, the real options here. Also a swamp. These aren't great. I mean, these aren't real answers. So one thing is I do still have extinguish all hope. So that'll buy me some time. I mean, it's not the greatest thing. I can when if things get bad, I can always do that. But it doesn't take care of the behemoth sledge, and if he takes that Nyxborn wolf, it doesn't take care of that either. So the trouble is here. I have two creatures, and I still can't take out Liliana. Really being punished by this by giving him that Liliana. So we will dash out Pitiless Horde, and then embarrassingly attack Liliana with everything. Which will kill it. Finally, at great cost. So, well, okay. So I mentioned something about this being casual. So yeah, there's quite a bit of I give quite a bit of flexibility on taking bad moves. So so damage had kind of already happened there, but he decided he wanted to put in a block in instead, actually. So he blocked with the Catacomb Sifter there. So that triggered. Well, he's also got the Stand Firm, so he's actually got several scry triggers to go through here. So that scry action revealed a double face card there on top. I don't know. I didn't even quite follow that scry action. I hope that was all done correctly. It seemed like a card just went into his hand. Maybe was that? I guess that was the clue. I guess he sacrificed the clue. I think that might have been what happened there. I guess not. Sorry, this is leading to confusing, some confusing stuff. Anyway, so he bestowed the Nyxborn Wolf onto the Skyguard there. And is attacking. So those things will trade. The Angel, the Skyguard. Not the happiest trade. And I will take the hit from the Ironsmith. Alright, so now Ramen will sacrifice the clue. Let's see, we got Myth Realized. what is it, Vedalken Surtark and Foundrith Castles. I think we have a common theme here, which is will not help me. So the Surtark is conceivably an answer to the Behemoth Sledge. If I can get it out without summoning sickness along with 2 other artifacts. I do still have a Willforged Golem in my hand. So this is maybe not impossible. And the Gargoyle. So I will play the Surtark. And the Gargoyle. And then convoke out the Willforged Golem. I believe that is Magma Quake that he put in the offer line. Or maybe not. What is that thing? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think it is Magma Quake. So I can't try another red mana. Not that it's much of an answer anyway. I mean, clearly the answer here is, whatchamacallit, Extinguish All Hope. Not that it's a perfect answer. Especially since it really goes against my plan from last turn, which was casting all these creatures. And I mean, I suppose I should have attacked with the Golem first, but realistically, I'm going to hold this game. I'm not sure to have done much, even if he let it through. So unfortunately, he's still left with the Behemoth Sledge and a creature. So Ramas casts Smoldering Werewolf, also known as another creature that can have a Behemoth Sledge equipped to it. And a Gare Reach Bandit. Jace again. Too little, too late. There's also Silumgar's Command. And Village Messenger. Still no artifact removal, which is definitely the thing I really need here. So, doing the Silumgar's Command, killing the Gare-Reach Bandit, bouncing the Smoldering Werewolf. There's the Village Messenger. And the Smoldering Werewolf. And the Sledge on the Wolf. Nyxborn Wolf. So, I'm at 4. Alright, final hope for something great here. Containment Membrane, Ulvenwald Captive, and a Plains. This is not going to do it. It looks like. I mean, let's see. I mean, so I do have... Yeah, I don't. It's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. So I'm not sure what. I'm gonna blame that death on that loss, on giving him the Liliana. I mean, Behemoth Sledge was the real trouble card, but I'm gonna put it on that very first decision I made. Real iffy. So I'm on the play this time. Picked up a Blazing Spectre there. Over Silumgar's Command. And there's a Gnatmiser. Not a combo with the Blazing Spectre. But I do have the Swamp for it. Maybe I'll be able to get it later, but that's just not powerful enough to take at that point. But Mayor of Averbrook. Now there's something to get. So now I only have white and black mana. So green mana is going to be a high priority. So that's not here. We have Highway Robber, Remote Isle, and Town Gossipmonger. But the Town Gossipmonger could play into what's looking like a pretty aggressive draw that I'm getting here. And there's a Forest with the Gnatmiser. That is perfect. So, start things out here with the Gossipmonger. So, Ramen playing the Game Trail, revealing a mountain. Alright, we got Caves of Koilos, Eidolon Rhetoric, and Essence Backlash. None of these look particularly amazing to me, but we'll take the creature. And play the Mayor of Averbrook. Now, rather than hold back the town gossipmonger to transform him, I'm just attacking him with him because he already gets +1/+1 because of the mayor of Averbrook. He pumps all humans. And Rowan plays the Kabiric Crossroads, goes back up to 20. I missed a trigger here. The mayor should have transformed. I'm not sure if that means... yeah, I wouldn't get a werewolf. So we'll see how this plays out, but that's unfortunate that I missed that there. That was bad. But I will attack for 3. And play the fearsome Gnat Miser. That scared him off the offer line, I'm sure. By the way, these sleeves are way too slippery. It's not really a good combination with double face cards, because you know what you want to do is like, so one could sort of get a peek ahead into the deck if one was looking to do that, but the idea is that you would don't try and do that. But these sleeves kind of make it hard not to do that, so not ideal. Hopefully with use they will lose their slipperiness. So Ramen played Crystalline Nautilus. Oh, 4 cards. Some of them real bad, but can't not turn down 4 cards. And I guess the only 3 lands and a sneaky homunculus. I'm going to scry away the clue. How often does that happen? Not often is the answer. I'm not sure that's ever happened before. But clearly, a face-down card is better than a clue. I mean, I guess unless you care about the clue in particular, or the artifact. So I did not cast anything, so I did transform the mayor there. So now I get a wolf, and now that's pretty good. Myth realized, Filigree Fracture, and Smoldering Werewolf. So Filigree Fracture, it's like a naturalize where you draw a card if the permanent was blue or black. I don't think I would draw a card off the Crystalline Nautilus. I believe the spell would be countered because it loses its target. It's too bad. Using the Shimmering Grotto there to get the Blazing Spectre out. Abandoning all hope of my Gnat Miser doing anything this game. Ramen will discard a mountain. By the way, not attacking with anything else and not transforming my town gossipmonger until I can deal with that. Crystalline Nautilus, get that out of the way. Oh, there's a spotting. Slippery Karst. I think it's already showed up, but seems to pop up in every video. Village Messengers, Fire Main Avenger, and Controvert. Controvert is very much one of those very, very random, unexpected cards. I don't think I've ever cast that spell. I mean, well, I suppose casting it is not the interesting part, but recover. I'm not sure I've ever even used the ability recover. It's, at some point, if I keep putting weird cards like that into decks, at some point I will recover something. And Ramen will Starfall, is that what it's called? Starfall, the Blazing Spectre. And I will play the Fire Main Avenger. Still, that stupid Crystal Nautilus getting in my way. Debt to the Deathless is the offer. Seems very reasonable. Alright, here I transform. Now the attack happens because I got the Fire Main Avenger. So that thing is just very much dead. Two cards plus a face down. Ooh. Pretty strong face down. And the really great part is it gets +1/+1 from the mayor. Or what is it? Halpack Alpha, I believe. Oh. Well, there was that. I suppose I did offer that to him. I mean, I should have known about that. But, Essence Backlash, I take 4. And now we attack. That is wrong. I should not be attacking with one of those wolves. One of those wolf stuff is my sickness. So, my bad there. But so much damage coming at him. And actually, I guess that last wolf doesn't matter. Still would have been at precisely 0. So that is the game. Thanks for watching. That's the match. Oh, sorry. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Ramen. And thanks to Dallas Games Marathon for hosting as usual. All right. See you next time. Bye.